downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big...
There he goes left side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 73 yards.
And the Chargers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. Dancing away at the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll run with Sanders. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a handoff, Sermon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, Sermon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Drops this one down to Sermon. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Trey Sermon,
37 yards.
And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, They found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Buying time to his left.
Open man is Palmer.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. 7-7, our score after 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Xander Horvath
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Here's Hurts. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll roll him out right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Eckler is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From the 10.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Sanders, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. On first down, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. 64 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
18 ready.
Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's got room at the 30. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. Here's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, And that gives them a 3-point lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Here's Sherman.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Trey Sherman
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Flush to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Herbert to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert flushed out right. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles have just about up this football game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here comes Carter. And he'll be out right at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can run. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.